Hey everybody, Josh RV Nerd here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan, and coming in just over 2,000 pounds, this little Jayco, this is the best used pop-up I've seen in a long time. And I tell you, this one's taken me down a little bit of a trip down memory lane. When I first started officially in the RV industry, this is what Jaycos looked like. And when I first started, I actually cut my teeth on pop-ups. Let's see how much I remember. First things first though, you want to know what's wrong with it. The answer is really anything significant. I noticed as I was kind of climbing up onto this rear queen bed back here, this is needing reattached. And I get that looks terrible and that we're starting this video with something that looks just ungodly and unsightly. Hang with me, guys. I had to go out of my way to find that. And I have not found anything else even slightly derogatory. This thing is gorgeous. So that little hiccup we just spotted, that was just below the rear bed. Right now we're on the rear bed facing forward. And man, this camper, the 1207 J series, this was the big volume seller that we had every single year because it gave us the biggest combination of sleeping and seating capacity. Speaking of which, like, we've got a 60 by 80 queen bed in the back that we just saw. That's a 70 by 80 king up front. So that's a big giant adult sleeper. Up front here, this had the big U-dinette, which eventually kind of phased out of popularity. People didn't want to have to climb over it to get to bed. And I really like what the folks did here. This originally had a pedestal base table. You'll notice the folks simply unscrewed the base from the floor and just never used it. Now, they didn't throw it away. They didn't trash it. They maintained it. That's a huge indicator that this was really, really well kept. So instead, what you have here is just a giant wraparound U-lounge. You could use it for sleeping if you wanted. There's some storage below it, but it's a great example of the fact that sometimes, like, if you don't like the pedestal bases, you can just swap them out. And when you do that, there's like zero signature that it was ever there. Now, sitting on the front bed, this is your point of view, and check that out. How cool is that? How cool is that? What not even pop-up, what fifth wheel gives you a panoramic window like that? I don't know that I've ever seen one. It's ridiculous, and I love it. It's ridiculous in the best possible way. Down below here, our little kitchenette, this does have a 3-way refrigerator, which means 12-volt propane and 110. This is a passive absorption fridge, though, so in terms of, in this order, 12-volt, 110, and propane, it will mean cold, colder, coldest. That's how that works. It's not like today's active compressor fridges. You see the little, removable 2-burner stovetop? That can be used outside of the RV if you're so inclined. This was optioned with the propane furnace down here to help keep you warm if you're looking for like a little hunting camper. And all of the storage right there in that counter space, those were huge things that people said, man, that's the reason I really like that 1207 Jayco. It's just really funny how sometimes how some things change a little bit on you. Notice, this is interesting. It's a double D. It's a double dinette. And this one does have the free floating table over here, which again, I'm not convinced was used a whole heck of a lot. Allegedly, the folks used it. So you might be going, well, why then don't they have it? They swapped it out for a J-Flight 195. They stayed in the J-Flight family. That is a small, single-axle, fully enclosed, hard-sided couples camper. And I got a suspicion this is part of the reason why. They installed an air conditioner on this pop-up, which is awesome. But in this hot summertime, it will struggle to keep up a little bit because you don't have full hard walls enclosing the camper. The little 195 J-Flight, fully hard-sided, doesn't have that problem. And I've been around this camper like 2 or 3 times now. I've been looking with a map and glasses trying to find stuff wrong with it. Like the Duratec, the canvas, as you might call it. It's in like virtually flawless condition. I noticed where they added a little battery disconnect switch to the battery box up front. I mean, just everything you would want done here. Whether it's, good TLC or just lack of general use, this thing's in amazing condition. I noticed even that yellow tag, you see how bright yellow that sticker is? Those things wash out from the sun if it's been left outside. This had to have been either parked in a barn, in a garage. It was stored away from the weather. That much I know. It was upfitted with the factory options for the water heater and the outside shower, and obviously up top, just like we talked about inside, you see where it has that air conditioner. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a hard-sided camper. If it's screaming hot outside, that air conditioner, it's not going to, the air won't be like trapped and contained well within this RV, but certainly better than sitting outside baking in the sun. It'll definitely knock a couple degrees off and give you a few moments of respite that I think you're going to be happy for. One of the cool things I always liked on these is that full one-piece entry door that you're looking at right there. You notice how it's got the little travel door next to it. When you are getting in the camper with the half and half doors where there's a little mini door that marries up to this, getting in and out with the door handle here, not a big deal. But when you're getting out from the inside and the door handle's down by your shins, it kind of sucks. Well, this just makes it simpler and easier. Plus, those panels can open to give you like a screen door airflow. And the little cooktop that we saw inside, it can just as easily be dismounted and used out here. Or, you notice how there's a little propane cooker hooker down below. You don't feel like using that little gas cooktop? You want to bring along a Blackstone? She's capable. So what do you think? Maybe it's not for you, but you gotta admit, that is a well-kept camper right there. That's how they're supposed to look. In a way, better than new, because now it has the air conditioner on it. Bonus! Heck yeah, man. So when you're ready, we're ready. Give us a call here at Haylett RV. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylett camping, everyone.
Walking